Ladies and gentlemen, welcome abroad to my channel. Looking current situation, we know the US presidential election is due on November 3rd, 2020. Do you see even in the internet everywhere we common people do not have life, no normal life. Already media pundits are adding all the spices and creating their own recipe to sell this news. I'm not a biased media. I'm not CNN. I'm not Fox News. I'm not fake news. I'm telling you as it is, whatever there is in the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to pull your attention to the screen. So 2020 United States presidential election is due on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. Right now, our president, he very well known, Joe Biden, will be his Democratic opponent fighting against him. So I want to put your attention to the screen. Let us see his Twitter account, our president's Twitter account. He tweeted around 30 times yesterday. He's the most active Twitter user as of now. He has all these beautiful things, all these things. He is restless, he is impatient, he's adding Joe Biden. And Joe Biden, look at him. Joe Biden is not leaving him alone. Mr. Biden is saying,
all this talk of the president about corruption comes from the most corrupt president we've had in modern history. He's the definition of corruption. He's corrupted the agencies of government, from the Defense Department, from the State Department, from the Justice Department, all about making sure that he, in fact, allows somebody else to pick his opponent for him. That's what this is about. And I am not going to stand for it. And I'm not going to respond to it.
So Joe Biden already not dirting his thing. Now let's see, there's another person who is putting millions, even billions of dollars just to stop the current president from getting re-election. Let's hear the news.
Votes in the Republican-led House. Democratic Whip Steny Hoyer said now is not the time for Democrats to push for impeachment. But that hasn't stopped my next guest, Democratic mega donor and billionaire environmentalist Tom Steyer. Surely you have seen his ads here on CNN and other networks, probably not at Fox, though, which pulled them after it says its viewers complained. He spent $20 million so far on 2 pro-impeachment ads. I recently spoke with Tom Steyer. So, Mr. Steyer, let us talk Article 2, Section 4, treason, bribery, other high crimes and misdemeanors. Which do you think apply?
Well, Michael, I think that there's no question that the president has obstructed justice in his firing of the head of the FBI, which he said he did because he persisted in the Russian investigation. I think that he has broken the emoluments clause virtually on a daily basis. And I think that his public request for the Justice Department to do a criminal investigation of his political opponents is also a clear abuse of power. And that, in effect, what the Constitution says about impeachment is that the president cannot be allowed to violate his trust with the American people and the spirit of his office. And he's clearly done that.
Okay, I just don't want to go ahead. You know, cooking is there everywhere. So let me see what Nancy has to say.
The phone call wasn't great, but that it isn't an impeachable offense. Is it possible that you're making too much of one phone call?
Absolutely not. I want to yield to you.
Well, if you think about what the framers were concerned about at the time of the drafting of the Constitution, they were paramountly concerned about foreign interference in American affairs. They wanted to ensure that the President of the United States was defending the interests and national security of the United States and not corruptly, secretly advancing some private agenda with a foreign power. It's hard to imagine a set of circumstances that would have alarmed the...
Ladies and gentlemen, there is news all over everywhere, and we are sick and tired of this thing. Okay. Donald Trump.
Copyright complaint about the content. A very interesting story taking some turns today. The clip he tweeted had an edited version of Nickelback's Photograph music video, including a Photoshop picture of Joe Biden with his son Hunter and an alleged Ukrainian gas executive. The video was also posted to the official White House YouTube page, but that was taken down on YouTube's platform just a few hours ago.
Mr. President, please don't put your finger in the property of, don't put finger in the property of any people. Just please be patient. I know you will do 20 or 30 times a day. Please don't get this copyright violation. You're using Twitter and you get copyrighted there. You put on YouTube channel on White House, you get copyrighted there. This doesn't look any good, Mr. President. Your Twitter got removed. Everything is coming against you, Mr. President. Look, you need to take rest, take deep breath, do whatever you've been doing. Okay? Let's see. Oh, man. This is your welcome in life.
Why would I stay there? It has never occurred to Donald Trump to want.
So let me just pull this little bit.
He works. The Trump blimp has really done its job. It has made Donald Trump feel
welcome in
unwelcome. In his interview with The Sun, President Trump said, I guess when they put out blimps to make me feel unwelcome, no reason for me to go to London. I used to love London as a city. I haven't been there in a long time. But when they make you feel unwelcome, why would I stay there? It has never occurred to Donald Trump to...
So, let's see one more thing. Let's see the protest that was
tens of thousands clogging streets that would normally be sealed off to allow a sitting US president to be whisked through. Instead, fury at racism, immigration, sexism flooded Regent Street and marched to Trafalgar Square. Some going as far to physically attack a punching dummy decorated as the Donald. And London, the multicultural heart of Britain, was just getting started. Women dressed as handmaids paired their white caps with white protest signs. Even anti-Trump trumpeters sounded their alarm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to pull out different situation. This is the Trump and Modi getting together in Houston, Texas. This was actually my presentation brought to you by Citizen Soldier. I just want to see how US President is welcome in India, how he got
and most loyal friends, Prime Minister Modi of India. And Prime Minister Modi is doing a truly exceptional job for India and for all of the Indian people. It is my immense privilege to be here with him today at this profoundly historic event. We're especially grateful to be joined by over 50,000 incredible members of our nation's thriving class. Indian American.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know President of the United States is not welcome in certain part of the world, but when it comes to economics, he's doing fairly well. I'm not a biased media. I'm telling you, I'm presenting whatever I'm seeing over the internet. I'm sick and tired of this biased media. Now I'm presenting one small clip from CNN And I'm going to do from Fox News. CNN favors Democratic presidents, Democrats. Fox, they do usually Republican. So I'm not here. I am not here to make money out of this, okay? I'm not cooking. I'm not a fake news. I'm not Fox News. I'm not CNN. I am just sick and tired. We do have 13 more months to go, but right now, this heated debate is not letting us live our normal life. Let me present you a small clip from CNN how this is going.
To a House subpoena with a quid pro quo of his own, telling Speaker Pelosi she'll get nothing until the full House goes on the record with a vote on impeachment. This drama unfolding as the man who handled the whistleblower complaint that started this all, the Inspector General, returns to Capitol Hill. I'll speak to a lawmaker coming up, someone who was behind closed doors with him. Plus, scroll up those damning text messages, now impeachment evidence and a potential smoking gun of quid pro quo that the president held up military aid and a Ukrainian visit to the White House for political gain. Welcome to the special edition of the Lead White House in Crisis. I'm Jake Tapper, and we begin today with another historic day in Washington where norms are being eroded and facts trampled upon. President Trump today telling the American people, in essence, ignore all the evidence you have been presented with, including his own words and those of his aides, when it comes to the president's clear use of his presidency to push foreign leaders to investigate his political opponent, Joe Biden, and his son, Hunter. Last night, further evidence emerged that such an investigation was part of a quid pro quo with Ukrainian President Zelensky. The president's aides, in texts, clearly pushing Zelensky to publicly commit to an investigation into Burisma, the gas firm that once employed Hunter Biden, before the president would agree to a White House visit for Zelensky, one that Zelensky desperately wanted.
You know, when this came out, it was quid pro quo. Well, there was none. There's no quid pro quo. There's no quid pro quo. There is no pro quo.
Okay, that was CNN. Let me see, ladies and gentlemen, what we got for Fox, okay? Here is a clip from Fox.
Eventually, with your counterparts in other countries. Well, that's an administrative coup d'etat. I mean, it's not overstatement to say that's what it is.
This leak and coup campaign. Did it in Russia, did it with Kavanaugh. It's the same damn thing.
They tried the coup, they tried the witch hunt, they tried the 25th Amendment. Now this is coup part 2.
This is not an impeachment. That implies lawfulness. This is a coup attempt, a continued coup against the president.
This attempted coup, another attempted coup.
Illegitimately remove this president from office. If the Democrats are successful in removing the president from office, I'm afraid it will cause a civil war-like fracture in this nation.
Engaged in literally a coup d'etat.
This is an attempted coup of the president of the United States that's been going on for almost 3 years now.
Desperate radical Dems coup attempt against the president again.
I said this all day yesterday. I think this is all about the coup attempt of this president. I don't call it an impeachment inquiry. It's an attempt to overthrow a president.
He's going to tell us whether or not the media is in on this coup to unseat the president.
This is basically a coup in the form of an informal impeachment inquiry. So this is extra constitutional as well as unconstitutional.
We should be calling it what it is, which is a coup.
They are really attempting a coup.
We call it what it is. It is a coup.
You know, if it wasn't your show, Sean, they would destroy him absolutely. You're the difference between Donald J. Trump and Richard Nixon.
Imagine trying to run.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already see what's going on. If you like, out of your busy schedule, if you're a new visitor, please give me a thumbs up. Just write a comment. I'm telling you one more time, I'm a normal person. I'm just sick and tired of these political cookings by pundits, by media, by biased media, for and against Donald Trump and Joe Biden. I wish both Mr. President and Mr. Joe Biden take rest. We normal people need our life. We need to live, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, out of your busy time, Since you visited, please don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, like, or comment. Thank you for visiting me, my channel. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you, and may God bless United States of America. Thank you all. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome abroad